Question: is the 4x4 as a sport dying? Let's talk about it. You know, I still remember the day when my interest in 4x4 started. It was around 2010, and at that stage people were building rock sliders for themselves, organizing outings. I mean, on the forums in those days there was a lot of brand bashing. Toyota versus Ford versus Land Rover. The Amarok came in. Is this really a 4x4? And a lot of fights and brand bashing, and but also organizing 4x4 out. People used to go out in groups, put it up, say, listen, on this day we're going to go out as a group. And fast forward to today, and it's my feeling that these outings are becoming less, and also the 4x4 related discussions is becoming less. And from there my question. So what I did is I've decided to go and test my theory, and I've put it on 2 forums, and I've put it on my Facebook page, the Four Wheeling SA Facebook page, and the results were quite interesting. On one of the forums, a 4x4 related subject on a 4x4 forum was actually closed, and I did not really think that there was such a lot of offensive comments on there, but anyway, that was closed, so maybe that answers your question as well. And then on my Facebook group, or Facebook page, it almost became a bit of a battle of overlanders versus people that do trails, and that's not the purpose of this video, so we'll discuss that in another video. And then on the other 4x4 group where I put it, there was some very good answers that came out, and people really trying to explain what's going on in the industry. So just the points that I found in my study that was raised, and excuse me, I'm just going to read some of them down, otherwise I cannot remember all of them. So the first one is cost. People saying it's becoming expensive, you need to pay for the trail, then your food and your fuel, and we all know what fuel costs these days. So it becomes an expensive exercise to go out for the day. Then the next point was damage to vehicles. They say, why would you go and drive a trail and damage your vehicle? Whereas if you do something else, there's no risk of damage to the vehicle, which... Okay, so then the next one is that also maybe related to costs. Cars are becoming quite expensive. It's double cab, standard double cab, not even top of the range, is going to set you back 800,000 rand, which is a lot of money. And people don't want to take that vehicle out and scratch it and things like that. Then another thing is that people are moving on. People, it's like they had this urge to go and do 4x4 trails, and it comes and then it goes, and people just move on, and they don't share these outings on groups anymore. So it feels as if, oh well, the couple of people that do it, it's becoming less that they're sharing it, and maybe it's just a bit of a craze that's over. I don't know. Then also it's a case of people saying, but what's the purpose of it? Why must I go and drive around in a circle with the risk of damaging my vehicle, whereas I could rather go to the Kruger and I see animals? So they feel that there's no purpose around it. Why should I do it? I can just go and do overlanding. I don't need training. I don't need these 4x4 skills. So what's the purpose of it? Then the next one is safety. So people feel these days that it's maybe not always safe, especially in South Africa, to go and do it well in a lonesome area on your own, because the risk of you might be robbed or something like that. So the question is then, is this trend of the decline going to continue, or is it just a phase that it will go up again? Well, my opinion on this is the following. So firstly, the question about cost. I feel there are ways around it. There are some back routes, like for example Breedstack Pots. You can go and drive it and have a semi 4x4 outing free of charge. Go up there, have a nice breakfast, come back, and at the end of the day, if you want to do something these days, it's going to cost you money. Whether it's going to a movie, going to a game park, I don't know, go to the zoo. Everything costs money these days, unfortunately. So I think it's just maybe making time for it. Then the question on damage of the vehicle. I hear so many people saying, yeah, but I will damage my vehicle. No, you will not damage your vehicle. And it also depends on what you are plan on doing. If you go to and drive a grade 5 trail, yes, you will most likely damage your vehicle. But if you are careful in the trail that you select, and you go out with a group that knows what they are doing. I, for example, use halfway to 4 ways. I think the guidance that you get there is very good, but it doesn't have to be them. But get somebody that will guide you through the trail, take you on a trail that is probably vehicle friendly. And I've had damaged my vehicle in 10 years time. I think I've had 2 incidents on a trail where I've damaged my vehicle, and that was just something stupid I did. So if you are careful and you have a good guide, the chances of damage to your vehicle is very low. And then I want to ask the question is, you're afraid for damage of your vehicle, but you do overland trails, man, driving for hundreds of kilometers on a corrugated road, I'm pretty sure you'll rattle something loose. So it's just to put it in perspective. More expensive vehicles, now that is very true. I mean, it hurts if you get a scratch on your 800,000 rand new double cab. But to go back then to my point is, go to somebody that's experienced, that will help you, that will teach you, that will help you to learn that vehicle, because those vehicles comes with amazing features. And I think to not use it, you're missing the point. So use your vehicle for what it's made for. I think a lot of the people saying they lose interest, and it's true. We all go through phases in our life. We outgrow things. Some of us don't. But I think you need to keep on making it fun for yourself. If you go with a nice group of people, it's fun. If you try to look at what other vehicles can do, then it becomes fun again. Like, for example, all these new double cabs that's coming out now. Go have a look, see what they do, make it fun again. And a lot of times people that's not seeing the purpose of it. And I think that's what I want to do through my videos, is to show you what's happening on these trails, what to expect, why you should do the trails. And I think it also prepares you overlanding situations. Now, people say, no, but you don't need 4x4 training for overlanding. You can maybe overland in a 4x2. And I disagree with that. I think it's very important that you do a 4x4 training before you go on overlanding. It's just, you might not need it, but you might have that one situation where you get stuck and you don't know what to do. If you practice it on trails, do axle twisters, it will be second nature to you. You will immediately know, I'll just put my diff lock on and I will go through. Which then you actually risk damaging your vehicle on an overlanding trip. So I would highly recommend to do some trials, and that's the purpose of it, to prepare yourself for something bigger. The thing is safety. Now, I suggest then, if you are scared to do it on your own, or just go out as a group outing. There are still some groups out there. I think you can join the action group. They will gladly organize some outings, or look at the dealership or somebody like I use Halfway, that will organize these nice outings. And what's nice, they arrange everything, so you basically just arrive with your food and you enjoy the day with them, have a nice braai afterwards. And I think that's also the fun part of 4x4ing, is you do the day, and then at the braai you discuss what you've learned, what your vehicle did, or what you see what another vehicle did. So yeah, it's just an amazing experience that you can have. So I hope what I've told you today makes sense. It's a lot of talking, but I just felt I wanted to do it and to share my view on it. And yeah, let's get out there. Hope to see you on the next 4x4 trail. If you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe, and yeah, YouTube think you must watch this video next.